morning, YouTube. Start of another beautiful morning. Sun's up, birds are chirping, squirrels are out everywhere. So, got a later start than I have been getting lately. Slept in a little bit because I didn't sleep real good last night. It happens. Had a great campsite, but my head was just in a dip, slightly, my head and my shoulder, so it was slightly lower than the rest of my body. And that always messes with me, gives me a headache, stuffs me up. But anyways, enough bitching. It was still a good night. So I finished going up Floyd Mountain, and I'm on my way down it. I'm almost to the Cornelius Creek shelter. That's where PT, Durwood, and Gandalf all stayed last night. So I decided to hold up a little bit because I knew there was a bunch of people at the shelter, and there's only so many tent spots there. So, plus, I'm antisocial sometimes. So I still haven't decided whether I'm going to go into town today or not. I'll make that decision later on, based on how I feel. So if I go in tonight, you know, then I'll have to work all day tomorrow to get my town chores done. And then head out late tomorrow. But if I stay out tonight, head in early in the morning, then I can get all my town chores done, spend the night in town, and leave the next morning. So, I don't know. It's 6 in one, half dozen in the other. It's the same exact amount of miles. So, my thing is I'm worried, not worried, but I will be very tempted to just take a 0. And, I just had a 0 2 days ago. I don't need another one. So, but alright guys, I will come back when there's something to see. Hopefully we get some views today. Alright, out for a while. Alright, well, just out of the blue I look up and look at that monstrosity. That's an FAA tower. So, it's a necessary thing. Sorry about that. That tree just grabbed me. I about said a bad word. I promised I'd keep this PG. So this is the top of Apple Orchard Mountain. Lots of trees that I assume are apple trees, but they all look dead. So not sure, what's up with that, but this is neat though. Got a little view. A little one. So, Apple Orchard, AT, north, south. Alright. We're going the right way. Wow. I don't think that would be manned, but you never know. I don't see any vehicles, but it is Sunday. Certainly a big building, and it's making some noise. Alright, so we'll come back when there's something else to see. All right, I actually forgot about this, but we are at the Guillotine. So, let me see. It's kind of not going to be a very good video. There we go. There's the Guillotine. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. See if I can't film with you walking through it. Not that that's anything special, but you wonder how long that rock's been there. Whew. And you hope it stays. At least for 30 more seconds. Ah. Neat. All right. Pick it back up in a minute. So I'll give you a view of this. Just walking down the trail, and all of a sudden you just come up here to this. And boom, look at that view. It's beautiful. I wonder if that's Glasgow down there. Wow, look at that white spot you're seeing on that mountain. That's all rocks. Rock scrambles. Oof, glad we're not going there. Gosh, it goes on forever. I love these views. All right, but I got to get moving. Okay, just made it up a very, very steep climb. Tell you, some of the climbs in the last few days have been brutal. So, but this mountain has a funny name. I don't know if there's a sign anywhere, but it's called High Cock Knob. I know I'm keeping it PG, but that's the name of it. So the 13-year-old in me is just giggling like crazy. So and wanting to burst out and say all kinds of funny things, but it is a pretty view. So very pretty. So, all right, this was supposedly the last steep climb we have today. We still got climbs today. Got one more that looks pretty gentle, and then we should start going down into Glasgow. So we have to go down to get to the James River, because today we're going to walk over the biggest foot traffic only bridge on the AT. So and that takes you across the James River. Still, well, that's not true. I think I've made up my mind. I think I'm going to go on into town. The weather kind of made my mind up, just because it's just going to rain tonight. And there's, you know, what's the point in being wet when it doesn't serve a purpose? So it's going to rain a lot next week, so I'll be out hiking in the rain. But, you know, there's no point in getting wet when you don't have to. So, alright, this looks a little treacherous, so I am going to come back later out here. Alright, folks, so I'm heading down now from the last climb, and this is the last downhill into down to the James River, and then into town, Glasgow. I still got a long ways to go, though. I mean, this is about 5 miles, so you'll have to forgive me. I'm using my headphones. This is the first time I've done this, so I hope the audio turns out well. The camera angle is a little weird because I'm on a tether, so you can see the James River all the way down there. So I know we got a ways to go, but it's always good to see that. But town always teases you So by showing itself, you know, miles and miles out. So today's been a decent day. There just hasn't been a whole lot of views. So I can see where people get the Virginia blues because you know, a lot of the trail, you know, after, you know, the Triple Crown, the Virginia Triple Crown, which is Dragon's Tooth, McAfee Knob, and Tinker Cliffs, it's kind of a letdown after that. So there's just not a lot of views, not a lot to see. So what I'm hoping will break that up is the Shenandoahs. So I know stopping at the waysides to eat lunch during the day, lunch or dinner during the day, will certainly break things up nice. So, and from what I understand, there's a lot of campgrounds in the Shenandoahs with showers and things like that, and they're really cheap. So that should be cool. I'm not sure if I talked. I know at some point I had said that I really wanted to stay at the free shelter in Glasgow. You know, but with the town chores that I need to do, you know, I got to resupply, I got to get my laundry done and things like that. And the fact that it's supposed to rain for the next 2 days, I just don't think that's smart. So I'm just going to go to Stanimals. It's a new... Stanimal has a hostel in Waynesboro, a famous hostel in Waynesboro, and has for many years. But he's just opened one up in Glasgow, so we're going to go there. At least that's the plan. So I know at least I've got several places I can go. But it's odd, I haven't seen any of the people I've been hiking around all day. I haven't seen Probation Termination, Durwood, or Gandalf all day today. Normally, I start out a little earlier than they do, but they usually always catch me. So, but I haven't seen them today, so either they got out ahead of me since I got out a little late, or they got out late. So who knows, but we'll see. At least PT and Durwood in town. Gandalf was heading off to, he's going on to Buena Vista because he's got some folks coming to see him. All right, well, if anything, well, I know I'll be back, especially when I go across the James River. So we'll let you go for now. All right, so we're coming down still, but the one thing I wanted to show you guys is look at all the trees. As you come down in elevation, the trees have all starting to leave out. It won't be but a couple days and everything will be green. So at least down here, up in the higher elevations, you know, there's nothing. The trees haven't even started to bud. So where I started this morning and, you know, most of the day today, the trees haven't even started to bud up at elevation. So, but down here you can see that they are green. This is just another one of those massive downhills that you have before every town. It's just the way it is. Just like the massive uphill that we'll have to get out of town. And that's just the way it always is. So, and I looked kind of peeked ahead and boy, this one's gonna be tough. So. Boy, these downhills are tough on the knees. Not to mention the feet. But it's pretty seeing everything greened up. So I should get to the road at least at probably about 5. something like that. Then I'll either hitch into town, or I will see if I can call the hostel and get a ride. But we'll just have to see here. All right, folks, I just wanted to kind of show you the difference between down here and up there as far as the leaves go. All right, I'll come back later. All right, so we're coming up to the footbridge across the James River. This is pretty cool. The biggest foot traffic only bridge on the AT. Come around on your left here. Thank you.
Several.
All right, I think you've seen enough of the bridge. We'll come back. This may be the last wrap up for the day because I'm getting picked up here at 5:01. So we'll pick it back up.